Welcome to the last activity, everyone. First, congratulations for making it this far. Well done. Very good effort. In the last activity, you are first going to learn how to make a reaction game, which you should have already done and shown your teacher using push buttons and LEDs. And now we're going to move on to a touch screen. The touch screen that we have fits onto the Arduino Mega board. So when you look at it from a side view here, it looks like this here. So underneath we've got the Mega board here, and then we have what we call the shield. That's this middle board here, and basically the shield allows for communication and the data to flow from the Mega board through the shield up to the touch screen. And the touch screen looks like this. And if you have loaded the program I've given you properly, when you boot it up, you're going to see that it looks just like this. So I will give you this part. I will give you the code. I will tell you how to load it. And if it's working properly, then when I'm pressing, I'll press over here, you're going to see that it does pick up the numbers correctly down below. So we have buttons that we put on the screen, and we can see that it will accept an input through the touch screen. So that's your first step, is to get this part up and running, to get that working. Some of the boards may have a hardware fault, and we're going to find out which ones do and which ones don't. So you're going to try to load this program and get this to work exactly like I've shown here. Next thing you're going to try to do is eliminate some buttons here, because your reaction game is only going to have 4 buttons. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of this clear button, you're going to get rid of this enter button, and maybe you want to try to get rid of these 6 buttons over here on the right and just keep 4 buttons. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to individualize your activity. Everyone's going to have to put buttons in different positions and get them to work in different positions. What do I mean by that? Well, take a look. Here is one that's done. So when I power this one up, you're going to see that this person here has put their 4 buttons right in the middle of the screen. Now maybe I'll have yours going across horizontally, somebody else, maybe I'll have yours vertically, maybe I'll have somebody else's diagonally, but I want you to figure this out on your own. So I'm going to make it different for each person. So that is the hardware portion. Let me just quickly show you the software, because the software is slightly different than what we've seen before, and let me show you. So I'm going to give you the code here, and here's what the code looks like. And I'll put this in your file, but first let me show you something that's really important. First thing is, this program has what we call libraries that are required. Libraries are extra pieces of code that somebody else has built. You're going to need libraries to do this. And what we do is basically we tell the program that, hey, I want you to go use some other code in order to get this to work. And you're going to include a library, and you do that right here. This is #include. I need a library file that is named utft.h. So I'm going to need that library. I'm also going to need another file, another library called urtouch.h. So your teacher's going to help you load those files so that you have them on your machine. And what happens is, when you're going to run this code, it will go and access those files, and you need those files in order to get this to work properly. Now, the other thing is, there's different models of shields, and so I've given you some different models here that you can try, because what you got to do is, when you go down here, it is set right here on this line right here. So what you need to do is, you're first going to try this here, the Arduino Mega Do Shield, you're going to use these numbers right here. And you're going to put those numbers into these values right here. And you're going to try those and see if it works. If it works, then you know that you got the right shield, you got the right model number for this to work. So for the last one I tried, I put in here 38, 39, 40, and 41. I put that in there. You're going to need to put in numbers in order to make this work. So I will give you this text file. I'll give you the code. You're going to have to change those numbers. You're going to have to get the libraries from your teacher. And then you're going to try to upload this to your board and see if you can get it to look as shown down below as we did before. We want it to look like this one did, just to review, so that when you plug it in, it looks just like that. So that is your goal to get started. Once you figure out how the buttons work and how to place them, then we'll do the next part where you're going to have to figure out your reaction game. You can have different variations of that game. Maybe it's how quickly somebody puts in a code that you display. Like I said, there's different ways maybe you want to do this. I'm going to let you think about how you want to make a reaction game with 4 buttons. That's it, you guys. Come and see me if you need anything, and good luck with this project.